So,
big news: Pochettino to PSG. I think that for me is the headline of the weekend. I think whether or not he accepts it, I've seen reports saying he has, reports saying that it's not done yet, but assuming that he does take the job and he does end up managing PSG, I think, now we were talking a bit about this before we started, but he's a manager who's shown that he can do something special with the club. Obviously, he's taking Tottenham from where they were, being a mid-table club now, almost challenging for the title, the Champions League, and what have you. But you made the point of he hasn't won anything yet.
Yeah.
So has he proven himself? It's tough to see. Maybe the squad will win, but then is the manager winning it or is the squad winning it?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of things that comes down to in this. One, so Poch used to play for PSG.
Yeah.
So that's worth taking into consideration. Olgana used to play for Man U. It just looks a little bit better on your CV, I would imagine.
You're the title of the club.
Yeah, so having someone that used to play there, you got a little bit more bondage there with the actual club. That being said, it's a pretty different club to when he used to play for them.
True, very true.
The investment that's gone in there and the type of players that are there now, I think probably one of the biggest trouble or issues that he'll have is managing a dressing room of, I don't want to say divas, but probably high
superstar celebrities,
superstar personalities. And it's how do you manage a room of players that have such big egos?
Yeah,
I think my judgment of it is that coming from or watching him at Tottenham, I don't think he can do that. And Tottenham doesn't have a dressing room of egos. They might have one or two. Maybe Eriksen was probably the more noticeable ego. I'm not gonna bash players, but that's just my sort of gut feeling on it. I don't know if Poch can do that. I personally thought Thomas Tuchel was doing a fine job at it. I think how he got to the Champions League final, and sure he just lost it 1-0. It's not like it was a big difference. I think it's quite harsh that he was sacked on Christmas Eve, but will Poch be able to take them to the Champions League final? Because here's the thing, if they're sacking him and he's getting to the Champions League final and doesn't win, what do you expect? And he wins the I'm going blank on the French league.
Ligue.
He's winning that with PSG. He gets the Champions.
Lyon on top of...
But last season.
Okay.
Last season he won it with them. He got to Champions League final and he still gets sacked. If you are Poch and you're going into this, that's basically like saying you're going to win the Champions League or we're going to sack you.
Out. Yeah.
So there's a lot of pressure in that, and I don't know if he's the right manager.
Look, it's obviously a big step up now from managing Tottenham. I think it's a completely different challenge.
Yeah.
So he's obviously been out of management for a bit now, so you don't know what he's been doing on the side, but I think, like you say, his biggest issue will be the dressing room.
Yeah.
Obviously, now you've got serial winners with like Mbappe and Neymar and Di Maria. So he has a manager coming in now who, yes, I think he commands the respect of a lot of players just by the stature and personality that he has. But, when you guys got like Neymar, who is a title winner, he's a celebrity.
Yeah.
And he says, well, I've won titles, you haven't won.
Yeah.
So maybe he does run the risk of losing the dressing room. I know when he before he left Tottenham, there were those rumours of him people saying that Pochettino had lost the Tottenham dressing room, that they didn't respect him anymore. Yeah. So I think that is the biggest risk for him. I think if he can control that, then I think he's got plenty of titles coming his way, and I think it's going to be a fantastic relationship between himself and the club. But yeah, obviously this is all just hypothetical, and we have to wait and see. Does he get taken on?
Yeah.
And if he does, what then? Because I also was reading earlier, a lot of people have been saying that if Poch does take the job, then his first acquisition will be Dele Alli. They obviously had a good relationship at Spurs. I know how you feel after that. The reaction is quite clear and obvious. But
okay, he's definitely not the manager for PSG. Yeah. If I see Dele Alli in a PSG kit, I think I'll lose my mind.
Oh, but what about a front three of Mbappe, Dele, and Neymar?
I think he's probably bringing Dele because he wants a good seat warmer for Neymar.
Wow. You keep Neymar, keep him warm.
He wants to, keep him warm. No, there's, I don't know. That would be an interesting first signing though. But right now it's obviously all hypothetical, and we'll just have to see.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what other managers they're talking to, but I wouldn't put it past them to probably hire someone that's maybe from inside the club that's been there. I think that probably, in my opinion, that would be the best bet on this.
Yeah, I'd like to see Pochettino there. I'd like to see him managing again, and obviously I'd like to see him winning stuff. But football is football, and you can't guarantee anything with it.
Yeah.
So you just have to wait and see.
Yeah.